Y'all see him in the streets struggling, young, dumb, and thuggin', give a fuck about nothing. Stuck at rock bottom, trying to come up on something. Pumping from sundown to sun.
What's up, guys? Street Justice here. Welcome back to my channel. We are back with another reaction to Game of Thrones on this Game of Thrones Thursday. This is Season 2, Episode 5, The Ghost of Harrenhal. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but hopefully I am. Oh, before I go any further though, I forgot to mention this in my last reaction. I really wanted to bring it up, but when I was actually doing my reaction for Season 2, Episode 3, I had mentioned the Greyjoy House Sigil as being the octopus. Obviously, I was wrong. You guys let me know it's actually the Kraken, but you guys were actually very helpful. You didn't let me have it too bad, so I promise I will not make that mistake again. You learn something new every single day. The reason why I actually brought that up, or the reason why I said it in that reaction, is because I swear I'd seen in the Greyjoy house on the fireplace, it was like carved in. It looked like there was the tentacles. It was like an octopus. Because I knew the Stark House sigil was the direwolf, so I tried to put two and two together. I was like, all right, then Greyjoy's must be the octopus. But yeah, I definitely read that one wrong, so I apologize. But yeah, you guys are great. That's the one thing about the Game of Thrones fans I've noticed, or at least the ones that have found my channel. You guys have been like very helpful and welcoming. I find like some shows, I don't know if it's just certain fan bases, but I don't know, they almost become like gatekeepers, and it's very off-putting for the actual show. I know there's been shows like that I've watched where sometimes the fan base, it's like you just give a bad look for all of us. So thank you for that. You guys are freaking awesome. But yeah, last episode we saw some like evil smoke demon monster being birthed by that redheaded sorceress. That was freaking crazy. I don't know where the show is going with that. I'm definitely interested to find out though, so I'm pretty much just gonna jump right in and check it out. But before we do, when you guys are seeing this posted on YouTube, I just got my first vaccine shot 2 days before, so hopefully I'm still alive, and if I am, my Patreon is 1 week ahead. Link is in the description below. But yeah, with that said, let's jump right in, let's check it out. Let's go.
You swear it?
My son has no interest in the Iron Throne.
And I see no reason for hostility between us. Your son can go on calling himself king in the north.
And in return for my son's loyalty,
In the morning, I'll destroy my brother's army.
Ooh.
I believe we are natural allies. I hope he feels the same.
They should be allies though, I do agree with that.
A fortnight.
What? Wait, what? Is this actually happening?
You'll die for this!
no way!
Wow, she got set off hard. Why didn't they just listen to Cat? We're like 2 minutes into the episode.
You've got to leave. They'll hang you for this.
That all just happened so fast. That was crazy.
I won't leave him. You can't avenge him if you're dead. Not that way.
That was brutal.
Tell me, Sir Loras, what do you desire most in this world?
Revenge.
I have always found that to be the purest of motivations. Be smart about it.
You can't avenge him from the grave. Bring the horses.
My head is spinning right now from what we just witnessed.
Please.
That really caught me off guard. Holy fuck, he's gone. I was agreeing with some of his points too, you know, like Starks and Baratheons, they've worked together. That's what's kept the kingdom together. Let's do the same moving forward. I was like, that's a good plan. 2 seconds later,
He was very handsome.
this.
He was, Your Grace.
Your Grace. Calling yourself king doesn't make you one. And if Renly wasn't a king, I wasn't a queen.
Do you want to be a queen?
No. I want to be the queen.
Whomever did it, I say, well done.
It's not what Varys says. He says Renly's army's flocking to support Stannis.
Of course you would,
Which would give
Cersei.
Stannis superiority over us on both land and sea. Stannis Baratheon is coming for us, sooner rather than later.
Aren't you always so clever with your schemes and your plots?
Schemes and plots are the same thing. They are going to attack us. We need to be ready. It's important that we talk about this.
It's the king's royal prerogative to withhold sensitive information from his counselors.
Jesus. What is Joffrey's plan?
It's wildfire.
Wildfire? You wouldn't lie to me, would you, cousin?
No,
That's a lie right there.
he's not a lie. Why
This
would
is
I
where they're
lie?
meeting?
They have thousands of pots.
Already stored in their vaults, they are planning to launch it from the city walls into Stannis' ships and armies.
Alonso, tell my friend Bronn to please kill you if anything should happen to me.
Please kill me if anything should happen to Lord Tyrion.
It will be my...
Bron's busy too. We got a protest? What is
Brother
this?
fornicates with sister in the bed of kings. Are we surprised when the fruit of the incest is rotten?
It's hard to argue with his assessment.
Well, after what you did to your birthday present.
King is a lost cause. It's the rest of us I'm worried about now.
Theon Greyjoy. I think I got it right that time.
I'm your commander. Welcome.
You're not even listening to him.
Your captain commands you to stop.
Be yield.
Kind of feel bad for the guy here.
First command. I was just on my way to Red Harbor. I've got 30 ships. There's nowhere to put them here. Too narrow.
Better get out there. Wouldn't want to set sail without you.
That would never happen. My crew would wait on deck for a year if I asked them to.
Wow. You're loyal to her.
I'll take you up.
Who are you?
Dagmar, first mate. They're not going to risk back to you until you prove yourself.
This guy could be good for him.
Not far from Torrent Square.
Just like Bronn is for Tyrion, you know?
The Starks have overextended their lines. Now that summer's over, they'll have a hard time keeping their men and horses fed.
So he hasn't realized or he hasn't found out yet.
Growing discontent among the northern lords.
They got a Stark right next to the table.
And gather the harvest.
We've underestimated the Stark boy for too long. He has a good mind for warfare. His men worship him. As long as he keeps winning battles, they'll keep believing he is king in the north. Not wine, water. We'll be here for some time. Where are you from?
Maidenpool, my lord.
And who are the lords of Maidenpool? Remind me.
House Mouton, my lord.
And what is their sigil?
The octopus.
You're a northerner, aren't you? Good. And one more time, where are you from?
Winterfell.
Barrington.
And what do they say of Robb Stark in the north?
They call him the young wolf. They say he can turn into a wolf himself when he wants. They say he can't be killed.
I love that she's talking about her brother.
Do you believe them?
No, my lord. Anyone can be killed.
Stare down.
Fetch that water.
A boy becomes a girl.
I was always a girl.
And I was always aware. But the girl keeps secrets.
You're one of them now. I should have let you burn.
Can this guy be trusted?
A man pays his debts. A man owes 3.
Through what?
You saved me and the 2 I was with. You stole 3 deaths from the Red God. We have to give them back.
I like that.
Speak 3 names. And the man will do the rest.
The one who tortures everyone.
A man needs a name.
I don't know his name. They call him the Tickler.
That is enough.
I remember reading an old sailor's proverb. Piss on wildfire and your cock burns off.
Oh, no, I have not conducted this experiment. The substance burns so hot it melts wood, stone, even steel.
My companion takes issue.
If I could tell you how many crazy old men I've seen pushing carts around army camps, making grand claims about jars full of pig shit.
The jars are put in catapults and flung at the enemy.
How much do you have?
We have been working tirelessly, day and night, ever since your royal sister commanded us to do so.
They're prepared.
7,800.
Oh!
Enough to burn Stannis Baratheon's fleet and armies both.
Contents of this room could lay King's Landing low. You won't be making wildfire for my sister any longer. You'll be making it for me.
Damn!
On behalf of the Warlocks of Karth, I welcome you.
Freaky.
A demonstration. Take this gem. Look at it. Into its depths. Look closely enough, and you can see yourself in them. Often more than once.
What?
Should you grow tired of Saro's baubles and trinkets, it would be an honor to host you at the House of the Undying. You are always welcome, Mother of Dragons.
There's some trippy shit going on in the show now.
You watch over her.
Do I know you?
I know you.
Who are you?
I'm no one.
But she is the mother of dragons. She needs true protectors, now more than ever.
That's a crazy getup.
Dragons are fire made flesh. And fire is power.
It looked like Stannis.
To me, it just looked like shadow in the shape of a man.
In the shape of Stannis.
Yo, she needs to join Team Stark.
I've been away from them for
Be
far.
Rob's soldier.
Once you're safely back amongst your own people, will you give me leave to go, my lady?
You mean to kill Stannis?
I should never have fled.
Renly's death was no fault of yours. You served him bravely. Renly's enemies are Rob's enemies as well.
Join us.
I do not know your son, my lady.
Team Stark.
But I could serve you. Promise me that you will not hold me back from Stannis.
When the time comes, I will not hold you back.
Yeah. She's gone up on my favorites meter right now.
I vow that you shall always have a place in my home and at my table, and that I shall ask no service of you that might bring you dishonor.
Lord Stark, Torreen Square is under siege.
We have to help them.
Most of the fighting men are away with Rob, but I can gather 200 decent men. You need some.
Was this Theon's plan?
Go, Sir Roderick. Take the men you need.
Won't take long, my lord. Southerners don't do well up here.
Is Winterfell going to be unprotected now? Is that the plan? Well, he's surviving at least. He's got a job now.
You should stand side face.
Why?
Smaller target.
Am I fighting someone?
You're practicing for a fight. You should practice right.
Just call him out. What the fuck?
Oh shit!
Alright. So Arya's got her own hitman right now. He still owes her 2 deaths though. That's the end of the episode. And just like that, we're halfway through the season. Alright guys, that was Game of Thrones Season 2, Episode 5, The Ghost of Harrenhal. I think I'm saying that right. Hopefully I am, because I've said that twice now, so it better be right. But yeah, before we move any further, I gotta say this first. R.I.P. Renly. I did not expect him to go, especially like that. That caught me so off guard, and I swear to God, for the first half this episode, I just kept on thinking about that. My head was spinning. I was like, did that really just happen? Especially how it went down. We saw at the end of the last episode that demon be birthed by that sorceress, that woman in red, but to see what it actually did this episode, man. Right off the bat, too, as soon as the episode started, I swear that was within the first 2-3 minutes, he gets assassinated. Right, man, I did not see that coming at all. That was freaking crazy. Right in front of Cat too, man. Cat could have been injured. Jeez. And I guess I didn't notice the form that it took, but Brienne, she was saying that it took the form of Stannis. But that was my question. Did Stannis actually know about what exactly was going to go down with that whole ritual thing, that demon smoke monster being birthed? Did he actually have a bigger part that I think he had in it? Because the way I was looking at it, the woman in red, she promised Stannis a son, basically to carry on his legacy. Maybe I'm in the wrong, but as far as I'm aware, he didn't know it was going to go down like that. But hey, if he did know that his own brother was going to be killed like that, then man, I have even less respect for Stannis at this point, because yeah, I'm definitely not liking him as a character right now. When he was first introduced to the season, I was like, all right, we're finally getting the meat of. We heard about the man, and then we see him get introduced as the next king. Where I'm like, okay, things are looking good. He seems pretty cool as of right now. But if he turned on Renly, obviously he was already clashing with his brother, but if he turned on Renly, shit, that is brutal. I guess we gotta wait and see where that goes. Maybe it'll be revealed. Maybe it's not even supposed to be known right now, his whole action or his whole role in the assassination of his brother. But if I am wrong and that it is supposed to be known as of right now, then definitely let me know in the comments below. Was I supposed to be aware that he played a bigger part in that than I currently am? Because yeah, I'll actually be a little bit surprised if he was fully responsible or he fully knew what was going to take place. Jeez, that was brutal. But yeah, I already mentioned her, Brienne. It was very cool because of that whole scenario, what took place at the start of this episode, to see her escape with Cat and then pledge her allegiance to Cat. Man, that was super cool, especially how she did it too, because she's like, I don't know your son, Rob, so I'm not comfortable with giving him my full-on loyalty.
but you, I know you, and I am comfortable giving you my loyalty and following you and your path as long as you don't lead me to do any like unhonorable things, so, or any questionable things. So I thought that was super cool. So seeing those two hook up, man, that's another thing I wanted to point out this episode. Maybe it's just me or the way that I'm looking at it, but it feels like a lot of characters, they all have right-hand men right now, like so that right-hand man to like really help them. We got Khaleesi and her advisor. We got Theon, I guess he found a new guy, or that one Greyjoy, he found that new boatsman, that new fisherman to help him out, and it seemed like he was the only one that was going to actually like have his back there when all the rest of his people in Greyjoy land, they were not listening to him. So yeah, he did not have the respect, but he got that one, or maybe he doesn't have his respect yet, but he's at least willing to help out and like be by his side. It shows in this show how important it is have that one person by your side, because Stannis has got that woman in red. Well, Cersei and Joffrey, they're kind of like a tandem, dynamic duo. I didn't want to call them that though. An evil duo. That's a lot more fitting. Tyrion, he has Bronn, which is freaking amazing. I love that duo. That's one of my favorite duos in the show. Like the more I see from Bronn too, the more I like his character, and I've loved Tyrion for a while now. So yeah, those two are some of my favorites, but that just really stresses and really shows the importance of having somebody that has your back in this show, especially with all the corrupt shit that's going on, like family feuding. Everybody's going after each other. Everybody wants that Iron Throne. So I'm surprised by how much Khaleesi wants it too. Like, I haven't really talked about her too much because, yeah, ever since Khal Drogo died, she's been really struggling, just trying to survive out here. But man, to see like her and her dragons, it's only a matter of time. Obviously, she's been waiting, or she's been playing the waiting game. She has to wait for the dragons to age and grow up, but it seems after this episode, now she's weighing her options. But yeah, a lot went down this episode. It's very nice to see Arya have her own personal hitman, and I guess her good deed, what she did, come back to actually help her, not haunt her, by her freeing them. He's like, all right, you took away 3 deaths for them. Now I owe you 3 deaths. So name a name. I'm surprised she named that one. I think it was the Tickler, but yeah, to see him die, and he's just like, that's 1. I still owe you 2. I'm surprised she didn't name right off the bat. Maybe it's because she wants them to face the wrath of herself or at her own hands, that she didn't name Joffrey or Cersei or even Tywin Lannister. Maybe she wants to kill them herself, so she's just going after some other smaller people right now. But seeing somebody have her back, that's freaking awesome. We also saw Jon Snow. He got promoted this episode, which is pretty cool. Sam, as always, another guy that has his back. Man, I feel like that's a theme. Maybe not for the show, but for this season, you got to have somebody that has your back. But yeah, that's pretty much all I'm going to say for this episode. I'm pretty drained after these 2 episodes I just reacted to back to back, even though you guys have seen them a week apart. While we're on the topic of the importance of someone having your back, hopefully you guys have my back, and let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below. Amazing segue there. If you guys could like, subscribe, really helps my channel grow. But until next time, I am out. Enjoy your day. Peace.
Well, I didn't smoke enough for you, didn't drink enough for you, wasn't fun enough for you, wasn't good enough for you, damn. You play me like a yo-yo and shit. Well, I'm not the one to be yo-yo, and when you put that shit on me, then I watch you leave, let you back in, you came back in and shit on me, drag me along for a week.